how to own a pet dog in Australia, eligibility, process and everything you need to know. Today's video is going to be very important, especially if you live in Australia or you're planning to bring a dog into your home for the first time. Because owning a pet dog is not just about bringing home a cute fluffy creature. It's about taking responsibility, understanding the rules and making sure your dog gets the best life possible. In this video we are going to explore everything you need to know before getting a pet dog in Australia, eligibility criteria, the actual process, council rules, microchipping, registration, cost breakdown, breeds, and even some realities that people don't always talk about. So make sure you watch till the end. And don't forget to comment if you have any experiences or tips related to owning a dog in Australia. And yes, please subscribe to the channel because we post helpful content every week. Let's begin this journey of understanding what it takes to become a responsible dog owner in Australia. Owning a dog in Australia is something many people dream about. You picture yourself walking along a clean, peaceful footpath with your dog happily trotting next to you. Or sitting on the couch with a warm cup of coffee while your dog sleeps at your feet. But behind that dream there are rules, lots of rules. And honestly it's a good thing because these rules make sure both the dog and the community stay safe. When you start thinking about getting a dog, the first question you might ask is whether there are eligibility criteria. Yes, there are, not in the sense of, are you good enough? But in the sense of, are you prepared enough? Because a dog is not a one-day commitment. They live for 10 to 15 years, sometimes longer, so it's important to know what you're signing up for. One of the first criteria is age. You must be at least 18 years old to legally register a dog in your name. This is because a dog is considered your legal responsibility. If they escape, if they harm someone, if they cause an issue, the responsibility falls on the registered owner. So if you're under 18 dreaming of a dog, don't worry, you can still enjoy the dream, but the registration must be under an adult's name. Next comes your living situation. In Australia, your home environment plays a very big role in whether you can own a dog. If you're living in a rental property, make sure your rental agreement says, pet allowed, or at least pet considered. Many rental properties here are very strict. You cannot simply bring a dog home and hope the landlord won't notice. They will definitely notice. Your dog will bark at 2 a.m., run around the backyard and probably greet the landlord loudly when they visit. Some landlords only allow small breeds. Some don't allow dogs at all. So checking your rental agreement is the first real practical step before you even look at a puppy. Then comes space. Space is not a legal requirement but a comfort requirement. Australian cities and suburbs are usually designed with backyards, but many modern homes are getting smaller. So think carefully. Does your home have enough room for a dog to run around? And not just any dog, depending on breed, their energy level matters. A border collie in a tiny courtyard is like keeping a Ferrari inside your kitchen. They need to move. Meanwhile, small breeds like cavoodles or pugs don't need a giant backyard, but they still need exercise daily. The next big eligibility point is time. In Australia, people work long hours. Some jobs require shift work. Dogs need companionship, attention, feeding times, toilet breaks, training and walks. They cannot stay home alone for long hours every day. If you're out of the house for 10 to 12 hours, your dog will get bored, lonely and frustrated. This can lead to barking issues, chewing things, escaping from the yard and even anxiety problems. Before getting a dog, really ask yourself, do I have time? If not, it's better to wait. Now let's talk about the real process of owning a dog in Australia. Let's imagine you've done the thinking part, you've decided you're ready and now you want to bring a dog home. What happens next? First step, choosing between adopting and buying. Adoption is extremely popular in Australia. Many shelters like RSPCA, Lost Dogs Home and local rescue groups help thousands of dogs find homes every year. Adoption fees usually include vaccinations, microchipping, desexing and sometimes even training support. It's a wonderful option if you want to give a dog a second chance. Buying, however, is still very common, especially for specific breeds. If you choose to buy, please always choose ethical breeders. Australia has strict laws around puppy farms and reputable breeders follow guidelines, keep dogs in good conditions and give puppies proper health checks. When buying, always ask for vaccination records, microchip details and the parent's health history. Once you have your dog either adopted or bought, the next part is legal responsibility. Every dog in Australia must be microchipped. Microchipping is like giving your dog a permanent identity card. If your dog ever gets lost, escapes, or is found wandering the streets, the council or a vet can scan the microchip and contact you immediately. Microchipping is usually done before you even adopt or buy the dog, but make sure the microchip details are transferred to your name. The next requirement is desexing. Many councils in Australia require dogs to be desexed unless you have a breeder's permit. Desexing helps control the dog population and prevents unwanted litters. It also reduces certain behavioral problems and health issues. Some councils offer discounted registration fees for desexed dogs, so it's not only responsible but also cost-saving. Now let's talk about council registration. Every dog must be registered with the local council. This is not optional. Once a year, you pay a registration fee which helps the council manage animal services like rangers, shelters, and lost pet recovery. Registration fees vary depending on the council, the dog's age, and whether the dog is desexed. Some councils also require dogs to wear a registration tag at all times when outdoors, so if someone finds your dog, they can easily identify them. After registration, the next big topic is training. In Australia, dog training is not just a cute hobby, it's essential. A well-trained dog is happier, safer, and easier to manage. Training includes basic commands like sit, stay, come, and walking properly on a leash. Many councils also offer discounted training programs for new dog owners. This helps prevent behavioral issues that could otherwise become a problem for your neighbors or your community. Now let's talk about exercising your dog. In Australia, dog parks and walking areas are very common. You'll find off-leash parks where dogs can run freely, and on-leash areas where they must stay close to you. It's important to follow the rules of each area because off-leash in the wrong place can lead to fines. Australia takes dog control very seriously because kangaroos, wildlife, and even children can be harmed if dogs are not controlled properly. Speaking of wildlife, here is one very important reality. Australia has a lot of wildlife. Birds, possums, snakes, lizards, kangaroos. Your dog will definitely be curious. Make sure your backyard fencing is secure. Dogs can easily escape if they see something interesting on the other side of the fence. And dogs must always be under control in public places. Chasing wildlife is not allowed and it can result in fines or serious harm. Now let's talk about costs. Many people underestimate the cost of owning a dog in Australia. It's not just adoption or buying fees. There are long-term costs to think about. Food can cost between $60 to $120 per month depending on the breed and size. Vet bills can be very expensive, especially if your dog gets sick. Vaccinations, flea treatments, tick prevention, worming, grooming, registration, toys, bedding, all of this adds up. Some owners choose pet insurance to manage costs. Others keep savings aside just for emergencies. Dogs are not cheap, but they're worth it when you plan properly. Let's move on to the topic of behavior. In Australia, barking complaints are very common. If your dog barks too much and disturbs neighbors, the council can take action. Training and enrichment activities like toys, walking, and mental stimulation are very important to prevent excessive barking. It's not just about the neighborhood, it's about your dog's happiness. Traveling with a dog is another area to consider. Not all public transport in Australia allows dogs. Some states allow small dogs on trains or trams using carriers, but larger dogs have restrictions. If you travel often, think about your dog's comfort. You may need a pet sitter, a boarding service, or a trusted friend. Australia also has very strict laws about taking dogs to national parks. Most parks do not allow dogs at all to protect wildlife. So planning your trips carefully is essential. Now let's talk about responsible ownership inside your home. Dogs need a comfortable sleeping area, a clean environment, fresh water at all times, and regular feeding schedules. Many people in Australia keep dogs inside the house because of heat, cold, or safety reasons. Make sure your home is dog safe. Keep harmful foods away like chocolate, grapes, and onions. Keep cleaning products out of reach. And invest in secure bins because Australian dogs know how to open them. It's like they're born with a PhD in bin opening. Let's also talk about choosing the right breed. Australia has breed restrictions in some states. Breeds like pit bull terriers are regulated, and you must follow strict rules if you own such a breed. Research the breed you want. Choose a dog that matches your lifestyle. If you're active, choose an energetic breed. If you prefer calm home life, pick a gentle small breed. Don't choose a dog just because the puppy looks cute. Puppies grow. A tiny fluffy ball can turn into a 40 kilograms power machine who thinks your couch is a trampoline. Another important part of dog ownership is grooming. Some breeds need high-maintenance grooming every few weeks. Others barely need grooming. Australia has hot weather, especially in summer. Make sure your dog doesn't overheat. Never leave them in a car. It takes only minutes for the temperature inside the car to become dangerous. This is a very serious issue across Australia, and every year authorities warn owners again and again. Now let's talk about the adoption counseling process. When you adopt from a shelter, you usually have a short interview. They want to know if your home is suitable, if you have enough time, and if you understand the dog's needs. This is not to judge you, it's to make sure you and the dog are a good match. Sometimes you may want a dog that looks cute, but the shelter might suggest a different dog whose personality fits better with your lifestyle. Another reality of owning a dog in Australia is vet care. Regular checkups are important. Vaccinations are required to protect your dog from diseases like parvo and distemper. Australia also has specific concerns like ticks in some regions. Make sure you follow tick prevention treatments. Dogs can get sick from eating random things they find outside. Australia has plants and insects that dogs might chew on, so keep an eye on them. One thing people sometimes forget is socialization. In Australia, dogs meet many people: neighbors, kids, mail delivery people, other dogs in parks. Socialization teaches your dog how to behave calmly and confidently. It reduces anxiety and aggression. Many owners take their dogs to puppy school. It's not only educational but very cute. A room full of small puppies learning to sit. It's like watching a tiny army preparing for cuteness war. Now let's gently add a little humor. Owning a dog looks easy on social media: pretty photos, walking by the beach, matching outfits. But in real life, dogs do silly things. They roll in mud right after a bath. They bark at their own reflection. They steal socks and disappear like secret agents. And yet, that's what makes them lovable. Your dog won't be perfect. And you don't have to be a perfect owner. You just have to be responsible, loving, and patient. If you're planning to bring a dog from overseas, the process is very strict. Australia has quarantine laws to protect local species. Dogs must meet vaccination and health requirements and sometimes spend 10 days in quarantine. It's a long process, so research well before bringing a dog across borders. In the end, owning a dog in Australia is an amazing experience. It teaches you responsibility, patience, and unconditional love. Dogs become part of your family. They wait at the door when you come home. They enjoy simple moments. They give happiness without expecting anything other than your care. But before you bring one home, make sure you are ready. Make sure your lifestyle, finances, time, and heart are prepared. That is the complete journey of how to own a dog in Australia. I hope this video helped you understand the responsibilities, process, and realities clearly. If you've ever owned a dog or want to own one soon, share your experience in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more helpful videos.